If you're an optometrist and you want to work in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, come close. Listen to me. I will give you good information and how you can go through these processes and also land yourself in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This information is coming from an optometrist and also an optometrist working in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. There is a lot of things that has happened, and also I want to update my previous old videos concerning this topic. So this is the reason why I am making this video again, so that if you are seeing me the first time, you are lucky, and if you've been following me, you're also lucky, because I'm giving you fresh video to update you on so many things. All right, so if you're an optometrist, pay attention. If you are any other person, if you're not an optometrist, also pay attention, because these things work kind of similar. All right, I will start with the documents you will need for your preparations. Okay, so if you want to work as an optometrist, you will need, first of all, you need to prepare your documents. One, you have to have your education documents ready, and this education documents is your degree certificate, and you have to keep your transcript, your degree transcript handy. Okay, so these two will cover your education documents. Second is your license, your practice license in your country. So for your license or anything that has to do with optometry registration in your home country, you have to have your current license and also the certificate of registration with the board that controls your practice, optometry practice in your country, or the letter of good standing. This can serve. All right, then the second part, or the third documents you will be needing, is your employment document. This employment document is one, so you have to get a letter of experience. Your employer in your home country has to prepare a letter of employment or an experience letter, any title you give to it. The letter just have to state that you worked with this company for so time, and they actually recognize you worked as an optometrist, and they will specify the date. So this is your letter of experience or an employment letter. So this is what, or letter of recommendation, something like that, but it must state the duration of time you work with them, and also it must state the capacity or your title, your job title with them. Another important thing is the duration of the number of years or the experience you have. Normally you need at least 1 year of experience, but most of the time these recruiting, these companies usually go for people that have 2 years of experience. So this is the reason why it is required of you to at least have 2 years of post-graduation experience. Okay, so some people count from immediately they finish. They count their internship and NYSC. Some people, you can count your NYSC and the next year you've worked. So these are for Nigerians. So, but just bear it in mind, you need 2 years post-graduation experience. All right. So the next thing you have to do after this stage is for you to start networking with your colleagues in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And also another thing, if you have the money, you will start the process we call PSV, a primary source verification, done by a company called Dataflow. So I've done a video about the Dataflow, so you can watch the video if you want to go through the process. It's a comprehensive guide for the process or for the application, the Dataflow application. So you can start this Dataflow application while networking with your fellow optometrists in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So while going through this Dataflow, once your Dataflow is out and you've not had any connection with job, it's also advisable for you to move into the next stage, which we call professional classification. So this professional classification, you will do it with the Saudi Commission for Health Specialty. This is the licensing board. This is the commission that kind of controls anything health in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So you have to go to their website. The portal is known as Mumaris Plus. So I've made a video about that also. So when you go to the portal, you do your professional classification. This professional classification, actually what it does is that they use it to observe, to monitor what you've been doing, your qualification, your education background, your work experience. After they've study date, they will give you a rank. If you study mostly in Nigeria, 6 years optometry, and your rank is usually, and you have about 2 years of working experience, your rank is usually specialist, optometrist, and this is the classification they will give to you: your rank as a specialist and your profession as optometrist. If your qualification is below these 6 years, usually they won't actually accept you as a specialist. Most times you go for optometry technician. So this usually happens, and some people do get rejections when they want to go for specialist optometry without the required degree or work experience. All right, so while doing this mumaris plus, you are still open to this networking, because at the stage, once you are done with your Dataflow, you can get work. All right, you can get work, and when you get the work, when you come to Saudi Arabia, you can finish the other process. Sometimes you might get an opportunity, and these people will not want to bring you to Saudi Arabia to finish up, so you have to finish up everything in your country. So for you to be on a safe side, we usually encourage people to do all those processes while waiting. So once you are through with your Dataflow, try as much as possible to move again and do your professional classification. When you are done with your professional classification, write your exam, and once you pass your exam, you are totally ready. To get your license is the easiest thing to now do. Once you pass your exam, license does not take any much thing from you. Once you apply, they will issue your license. So once you have your license with you, you do not have much problem, because without even much connections, you can easily get job, and with connection, you can also easily get job. Most companies will accept you because you've actually removed a lot of burden from them, because it's easier to bring in somebody that have a certificate, that has the license, and the person will start work immediately, than bringing somebody that does not have license and start paying through all those processes again for the person to complete it. So this is the channel, this is the way it goes. So this is the reason why most of the times I encourage people, do your Dataflow. While doing your Dataflow, keep networking, keep seeking for advice, keep connecting with your people in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Then once you are done with the process of Dataflow, move ahead, do your professional classification. After that, write your exam, and just keep progressing. With time, you will definitely land your job here. So this is the pathway for you to land your job as an optometrist in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So I know that this video is valuable to any optometrist that dreams to work in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. There's a lot of things I rushed and a lot of things I explained here, and most of those things I explained, I have done these videos previously when I started this channel, when I started engaging this channel 6 months ago. So you can go back and watch a lot of my videos, subscribe, and you will keep learning. I try as much as possible to improve my videos and make my video more engaging and more valuable to anybody that follows me. If you watch from when I started till now, things are improving, and I keep improving every day. So make sure you follow these steps and keep engaging. Ask your questions. If I see your questions, definitely I will answer you. I know a lot of people in this channel that have in one way or the other contacted me. A lot of them have helped them, a lot of them are still in the process. So this is what it is. This is Dr. Emmanuel Rich.